Opo, sir. Okay na po.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. And now we start our program. Start a holy song number 1. Thank you so much. Next, holy song number 2. Thank you so much. Now we start our Chon Cook and team. Thank you so much.
Morning.
Now we start our hakbao. Okay. Hi. Today, Sunday, February 19, we offer hakbao to heavy parents and true parents. Junju, Humige, Kyumbe, Baro. Family pledge, number 1. Okay. Reset our family pledge, number 1. See, check. Our family, the honor channel group, pledge to seek original homeland and build the kingdom of God on earth and heaven, the original ideal creation by centering of true love. the meaning of family pledge number 1. Sicha. It is true family that we must build the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven. The original ideal of God's creation because we lost the family. Our family must restore that kingdom. The original homeland is centered on families, not on a nation. That is why I am saying that you must return to your hometown. If you still have a family there, you must go back to your hometown and build God's kingdom on earth and in heaven. Once we restore our hometowns, our nation and the world will be naturally harmonized. The heavenly kingdom on earth and in heaven will automatically be established. This is to unfold centering on true families. Thank you so much. Opening prayer. May I request Kuya Alan. Thank you so much po.
Let us pray. Good morning to you, dearest Heavenly Parent, and our true parents of heaven and earth and humankind. We thank you, Heavenly Parent, for this new Sunday as part of this month, the third month or the third week of this month. We would like, Father, to open up with this prayer, our Sunday fellowship educational group, and we pray that we all can gather with you and listen to your words and wisdom. Though we are not in big number, we pray that we two and more gathered in your name will attend to you and be worthy to listen to your words. We wish to get inspired and begin the week with you as we offer this gathering with our renewed dedication and commitment. Bless our mouthpiece today, Heavenly Parent, that we can listen unto your wisdom. With our gratitude, we offer our prayers to you and report in my name, Alan and Jimmy Cadano, Bless Central Family, Aju.
Aju, thank you so much, Sir Alan. And now, start our program. Good morning, everyone. Magandang buhay po sa lahat. Kuya Alan, Tita Teres, Tita Tere, and Sir Randy. And good morning, everyone, YouTube family, brothers and sisters. Happy Sunday. And now, please help me to. Good morning. And please prefer our heart, our mind to receive this inspiration words from our elder, Sir Randy. Welcome po.
Hello, good morning, everybody. And can you hear me?
Yes po, clear.
Is the audio okay? Okay po ba yung audio? Okay, so once again, I'm very grateful now we could be together again after a long period of time. Medyo matagal po na na-miss ko rin kayo. So, as we go further, let's allow me to share my screen. So what we'll be learning together is, let's study this presentation. Let's learn from this inspiration for today. It is entitled Experiencing Peace and Love Through Giving Service. Yeah. Okay, so at this time we'll be discussing how we could experience peace and love through giving service. Okay, and how should we give service? Okay. So if we will try to study from the Bible itself, when God created the universe, there is specific purpose why God created the universe. Okay. It is being written in the book of Genesis, chapter 1, okay, verse 1 to 10. Okay. In the very beginning, it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and God saw that it was good. Okay. From this biblical passage, from this summary of the biblical passage, or it is the first verse in the Bible, God created everything. And after that, God created everything, investing everything for the sake of substantialization of his ideal, of his personality, his character. Okay? And we saw that when he saw that everything is in accordance to his will and in accordance to his purpose, God was able to see and experience joy and happiness after that. That's why from this biblical verse, from the first book of Genesis, okay, in the book of Genesis, I'm sorry, from the book of Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, okay, we can see that we all came from God. God is our origin. Diba? Kahit baliktarin man natin ang mundo, ang unang natutunan natin is there is a creator. There is a one being who created us. Okay? Kaya nga, sorry. Kaya nga kung titignan natin, bawat bata ang laging sinasabi pagkatanungin mo, sino ang gumawa ng puno? Sino ang gumawa ng rose? Okay? Ang laging sinasabi is God. Hindi yung nagtanim ng puno, hindi yung nagtanim ng rose. But we always account to God. Every time we see God's creation, hindi lang si God yung nagiging masaya, but even us. Diba? Sabi nga natin, wow, ang ganda naman. Does make sense po? Adyo po ba? Na ito yung gustong ipahiwatig ni Jesus Christ 2,000 years ago. God is not a master. God is not a judge who will judge us. But God is first and foremost our parent who is loving us, who prepared everything for us. Okay? And he gave a specific principle in order for us to exist together and coexist together. Okay? Kaya yun yung pinapag-aralan natin in this time of, in this era that we have with our true parents. God is our parent, and the principle behind God is the principle of living for the sake of others. Both scientifically and theologically, religious theology, we are taught that we needed to exist for the sake of higher being. We are not existing for self. Kaya nga sinasabi natin in science, di ba? No man is an island. We need to be with one another. And in order for us to be with one another, we needed to serve each other. That's why Father said, in order for us to start to be reconnected to God, the first thing that we have to do is, we have to, sabi nga ni Father, you have to declare confidently before heaven and earth, before the entire universe, that I am without doubt, the Son of God centered on love. That there is nothing that can contradict this. Okay? Kaya nga even si Jesus Christ, anong sinabi niya? This is how you should pray. Our Father. We have to proclaim. We have to internally and externally proclaim. God is my parent. And we are the sons and daughters of God. Okay? And this is the beginning point wherein we could start to think and look at each other. Okay? And this is the beginning point also that we can serve others. Pero ano ba yung tinatawag nating service? What is service? It is a practice. It is to practice the core values together with the person or people and experience a culture of living for the sake of others. Diba? Pag sinabi nating service, hindi lang naman yung basta gawin mo lang eh. But it is experiencing and practicing a core values. Anong core values? It is a core values of living for the sake of others. Wherein when you give, you don't think of anything in return. But you are giving because you wanted to share something. You wanted to give something. Kaya pag nagsiserve tayo, it is the concrete way of practicing the core values together with other people and actual experience of true love. Adyo po ba? Does it make sense, brothers and sisters? Okay. And that is how true Father and how God show us how we should serve and how we should live together. Actually, akala ko it's just in the Bible na sinasabi na we have to live for the sake of others. But actually, it's not. Even in science, the first principle that we can understand is to coexist together. And in order for us to coexist together, is each of the animal, they have to serve for each other. Even in human being, diba? In order for you to gain respect from others, you have to serve first. You have to give first. And that is the principle. Okay? Give and receive action. Okay? And when we give, it is important that it should be coming from our heart. Okay? And pag sinabi natin content of heart when we give, we have to declare that I am a peacemaker. I will experience personal transformation and build peaceful family through serving my family. Ibig sabihin, even in a husband and wife position, okay, we are not declaring war with one another, but we are developing peace and harmony together as husband and wife. And that is the starting point of serving the whole family. Okay. Ano ba yung sinasabi nating developing peace in the family? Developing harmony in the family. Akala ko dati, magkaroon ng meaning pagka may hindi pagkaunawaan yung mag-asawa is i-maintain yung pride. Kasi di ba, individually we have pride. Women have a pride, men have a pride. Right? Pero how can we be peaceful if we always use our pride? And how can we become a peacemaker? Kaya nga, lagi ko naalala yung sinasabi ni Father that if you have some disagreement, the best way to resolve that agreement is give something or share or do something for the sake of your partner. Even just simply tapping the back. Okay? Kung hindi man siguro tapping the back or tapping the shoulder, pwede yung pinakasimple yung timplahan mo ng kape. Okay? Bigyan mo ng a cup of tea together. And from that, everything will melt down. And then once you have this kind of heart that you wanted to transform, the emotion that you have, emotional state that you have, by giving service, and then thinking that I needed to bring peace and harmony with this person. That's the time that we can really transform, not the other person, but most especially ourselves. That's why it's really important that when we do service, when we give service, most especially to our partner, to our husband or to our wife, and to our children, it's important that we have to always this kind of heart. Okay? Kaya nga, 'di ba, even during our missionary life, if you remember, pag nagpa-fundraising tayo at na-persecute tayo, okay? Nagtatanim ba tayo ng resentment during that time? Actually, it's not, right? We always think that may you receive God's blessing. And then nagpapasalamat pa tayo kasi naturuan tayo how to overcome our hatred with others. Does make sense po? Adyo po ba? And this should be the center. This should be the heart content that we have when we do something to others. Okay? And the target output, it should remove the obstacle to peace in me, which include nandiyan yung hatred, prejudice, selfishness, and indifference. Kaya sabi ni Father, we should not look at each other with a mirror, but we should look at each other as brothers and sisters, going beyond differences, beyond individual fear na baka. Di ba? Meron kasi tayong ganun eh. When we do something, baka hindi niya tatanggapin. Before we'll think of that baka, why don't we do it first? Kaya nga, di ba, merong sinasabi sa atin na we should do things in a positive way. Yung tinatawag na power of positive thinking. Di ba? Because ano ba yung negativities? That is influence of Satan. That is our wickedness. Trying or blocking our opportunity of experiencing joy and happiness. Adyo? Yeah. That's why our target output every time we do service is dapat nandun yung removal of obstacle to peace within me. Kaya nandiyan yung mga prejudgment, nandiyan yung changing from hating to learning and receiving, so that we could overcome selfishness. And ultimately, we cannot see colors, but what we can see is the opportunity of we could coexist together as brothers and sisters. Okay? Why? Because our life is not centered on all of those negativities. When God created us, He created us with what we call true love, with a universal values that will guide us to enjoy our life here on earth. Kaya kung titingnan natin, ang basis ng iba't ibang virtues natin is number one is service. Becoming responsible with one another. Learning how to respect each other. And doing or learning how to forgive and forget. Nandiyan na rin yung honesty. Kaya nga sinasabi, di ba? Honesty is the best policy. And when we talk about living together, okay, there is a commitment. Na ang commitment na yun, it is not just a conditional commitment, but it is eternal commitment. Pag sinabi natin eternal, hindi lang within our lifetime, but even beyond our life here on earth, we have to have that strong commitment with one another. And once we will practice all of these virtues, what will happen? Ito yung pundasyon in order for us to progress and become prosperous. Nagde-develop tayo and we will be raising our self. Kaya nga kung titignan natin, pagsamahan natin yung service and peace, what does service and peace means? Okay? Service is a lifestyle of living for the sake of others. It is the art of expressing true love. Okay? And when we talk about peace, it is the experiencing that we are one family. When humanity share one common divine parent, recognizes that we are one family and live together as true brothers and sisters. Kaya nga, even in a husband and wife, Okay? But when we do service, we must think that we are developing peace together. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng developing peace? We are developing a harmonious relationship together. Building a harmonious relationship together. And this is very important that we have to think as a, not just as individual, as a couple, but most especially as a family. Kasi nga, di ba, sinasabi nga natin, the foundation and the connection of everything is for us to experience love. And what kind of love? It's not just a simple love, but it is true love. Na ano ba yung true love? It never changed no matter the other people change. But we could still see the possibility of how we could learn and develop each other. Kaya nga kung titingnan natin, our life here on earth is doing a service. From the beginning we were born, we always serve. Starting by serving our parents, serving our brothers and sisters, serving our husband and wife, and ultimately serving our children and our grandchildren. That is the different level of stages of our life here on earth. And why do we do service? Because this is the vehicle in order for us to experience love. And we could also educate other people. And this is the only way so that we could feel peace with one another. Kaya nga, di ba, pagka may binibigay tayo, nagbibigay tayo, sabi natin, eto yung peace offering natin. Di po ba? Does make sense? And when we do service, this is the actual practice of living for the sake of others. Kaya, di ba, importante na nandoon yung heart content. And then nandoon yung output. Okay? Heart content plus output together, that will help us transform our heart. Yeah. Not only transform our heart, but once we will start to think of each other as brothers and sisters, we can develop human relationship. And that's the time that we can establish a culture that is a culture of being together and coexisting together as one family under God. And all of these things, ito yung tinuro sa atin ni Father. Kaya nga, ang starting point ng life natin is, di ba, ang unang mission natin is what? Fundraising. Ano ba yung fundraising? We have to connect others. We have to serve others. We have to reach out to them. We have to make connection with our brothers and sisters so that they could feel the presence of God. And that is what we call service. Doing a service. So this is what our two parents guided us. How we could live our life that is in accordance to experiencing and practicing living for the sake of others as a kind of lifestyle. Kaya nga lagi nating sinasabi, ano bang core, ano ba yung pinaka sentro ng movement, sentro ng relationship natin? Either as a member, either as a member of our family, or even as a member of a community. Di ba, it's no other than true love. Na pag sinabi nating true love, ang characteristics niya is absolute, hindi nagbabago, unchanging, eternal, sacrificial, unconditional, and other-centered. In short, we are always living for, thinking for others, for brothers and sisters. And it's not only as a behavior, but we should make it as a way of life. Because that is what we are mastering while we are living on earth, making it as our lifestyle. Kaya nga lagi sinasabi ni Father, we have to remove the boundaries that that Satan created in order to divide human being. Okay? We have to open the way. Okay? And actually, hindi na nga natin kailangan i-open kasi true parents had already opened the way. How we could really practice a lifestyle of living for the sake of others. Centering on the model of the life that they have shown to us. They always think for the whole humankind more than just thinking of themselves. Okay. And the starting point for us to really experience and practice true love is by serving others. And pag sinabi nating others, it is our husband or our wife. And that is the beginning point of building a peaceful, ideal family. Kaya nga kung titignan natin, once we will do this, nagkakaroon tayo ng great experience, great transformation, parang a new beginning, a new life. Kaya laging sinasabi sa atin na we have to constantly feel and experience a peaceful, a lifestyle of living for the sake of others. Every day, every moment of our life, so that we would have a renewed spirit and we would have a highly spirited, we will become a highly spirited individual. Okay? And the center of our life here on earth is no other than to perfect a lifestyle of living for the sake of others. And this is also what we needed to let our next generation learn so that we could start a new beginning of culture, a new beginning of behavior, and a new beginning of lifestyle. And ultimately, we could build the kingdom of heaven here on earth. So with this, I hope na we have really understand how important our responsibility is, our mission as a blessed central family. Okay. Now we are thinking of Vision 2027. True Mother proclaimed Vision 2027. Pero ang tanong, whose vision is 2027? Is it only our true parents? Is it only blessed families, full-time missionaries? Okay. We should think that we are the owner of this vision. Vision 2027 is my vision and my offering to Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. And how can we do that? Start with our family. Rebuild our connection together as a husband and wife. So hopefully po, this would give us another inspiration of how we should live our together as husband and wife and as a member of the Heavenly Parent Holy Community. Good morning to everybody po. June.
Ju, thank you so much, Sir Randy. Bigyan everyone. Yes, very inspired. Tama nga, ngayong umaga naka-receive tayo ng inspiration at nakakonect sa ating family pledge number 1 na we need to return our hometown, restart our family. Yeah. Thank you so much again, Sir Randy. Bigyan everyone, and good morning again to our family here in the Zoom and YouTube family, brothers and sisters. Good morning. And now we start our sharing and reflections. Here in the Zoom is only how many participants? 400 participants. And thank you so much for that. And may I request for the first sharing and reflections from our topic. Tita Tere, it's okay for you. Thank you so much. Good morning po.
Good morning,
Good morning.
everyone. I-close ko lang po yung screen kay unstable and off ako ngayon. Good morning, Doc Ala. Medyo nilalagnat po ako pero kaya. Nawala tuloy. Narinig po ako?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Kala ko nawala ako na naman. Yeah, it's very important for us to understand our great mission, how to really experience peace and true love through giving service. Yeah. Actually, itong ginagawa natin now is, and also I would like to greet also yung mga nasa YouTube so YouTube. Yeah. Being giving and giving truly connect to I have no right to hate people, but I always because I was born a teacher's school. True father is always been about true love, giving love, and how giving. So yung pinaka main point wherein tayo ay nabubuhay araw. Tayo ay na-inspire sa lahat ng ating ginagawa. We are not, sa akin ang reflection ko here is, we are not losers, but we are always been gaining and we are giving foundation for our next generations. Kaya itong service, itong ginagawa natin ngayon na we wake up early in the morning, this is somewhat a very big responsibility for us na we can reach out more people. But it's portion of responsibility of each one to join with us in this kind of work also. Whereas this is a very big thing na parang natin yung sacrifice. It's a big sacrifice, especially for Sir Randy. Always been giving life to people. And when we give life to people also, sharing God's word, sharing the principle itself, it is like shedding, kumbaga, it takes a lot of effort and kung wala tayong maibibigay, kung wala tayong mai-share, madidrain tayo. But if we are always share and then generate also power in us to go on and move forward and to support more the providence of true parents who have started what was started even long time ago. And building the kingdom of heaven is very big thing. If we say we wanted to help in the providence and build the kingdom of heaven, most especially for this vision 2027, when Sir Randy asked a while ago, kanino ba talaga ang vision 2027? Is it only the vision of true parents or true mother? So if that's a big question, that question is strikes me it strikes me a lot for that. Actually, vision 2027 is for each one. It depends and how we could and how we could also lay foundation. 2027 is it will be to it because that vision. So ang laking ng bawat isa lalo sa ating blessed central. We need to get involved into it. We need not to, we are the builders. We are the builders of this vision 2027 that is to build the kingdom of heaven here on earth. And it's a foundation for us also to become a part of it after the end of our physical life. Kaya po, ang ganda itong mga ginagawa na pag-share even, actually, when we living every day, there are lots of experiences that sometimes we are not aware that we are doing all these things now, especially speaking to people, dealing with the people through parents. It's because of true love. Try to always, kumbaga, generate power. Kasi hindi tayo rin magkaroon ng strength kapag tayo hindi rin natin alam i-generate yung power natin. Hindi natin alam din i-digest kung ano yung principle talaga. Kasi ang principle is very broad, pero very specific with regards to the word sacrifice, true love, and service to others. Diyan lang tayo naman umiikot ang buhay natin eh. Even in our family. Sometimes you complain with our partners. Pero wala tayo pa rin karapatan na mag-complain eh. It's, babalik pa rin sa babalandra pa rin sa atin kung ikaw, ano ba talaga ang nagawa mo? Ikaw, ano bang ginagawa mo? Like that. So we could digest it always the power of true love and understanding. Para mawala yung mga negative spirits or negative situations or in hindi natin wala tayong time na mag-entertain. So, tayo palagi sa overcoming, kaagad natin yung end of the day, we can really enjoy life actually. We can enjoy life. We can enjoy life na punong-puno ng pag-asa na pag at the end of the day, parang minsan kulang ang asang araw. We have done the best we can. Also, we have done the best we can na hindi tayo naging sharing, have the desire to share to others. And also, ito na yung tinatawag natin na we are always geared to put something for so whatever investment that was put in our bag of fortune na full pack siya. Then may magagamit tayo pagdating na araw. Not only tayo kundi our next generations. Kaya kung yung reflection ko na kung anong nakikita ng ating mga anak na how we could sacrifice also. Yun yung nag-generate din sa kanila ng power na for them also to become like us. Kaya kung we become selfish in our lifestyle, ano ang tutularan nila, ano ang institution, our responsibilities. Kaya yun na-reflect ko ngayon na if one blessed family could not really do public mission or what I said, could not serve for others, just focusing on becoming rich or financially, or just focusing on their own everyday, parang mawawala yung saysay ng meaning na pagka-bless na. Kaya I myself, that's a big reflection on my part na I keep going on. Gusto ko na nga mag-retire eh. So approve na yata yung 56, sabi ko kay sir, sabi ko I'm really preparing for that because I wanted to do more mission. Focus na lang sa mission natin, yung finances. Kasi ang lifestyle, dapat mag-banking sa ating we also focus more on the spiritual pero banking naman sa financial natin. Kaya it meron pa ring effect yan. Kaya everything needs to really go together and that we could do more also. We could sacrifice, we could serve also other people if we have. So we need to be rich spiritually, we need to be rich financially, externally or materially para tayo ay magkakaroon ng mas maganda pa at effective na buhay para maka-influence ng other people and serve more other people. So, yun lang po ang aking inspirasyon na I need to do more for God's will. Na hindi tayo manghinayang, hindi ako nang hinayang kung tayo man po ay nag-invest. Kasi isang araw, alam natin mawawala tayo. Nobody will stay long for 200 years in this earth. But every minute, seconds of our life, ito yung time na sinasabi natin na hindi natin, very precious every second or every minute ng life natin na hindi natin maibabalik kung anong nangyari sa isang minuto, isang araw. Kaya tayo ay making our own history. That history could always become a good history so that that history that will be repeated, it will become also good for the sake for the next generations. So maraming salamat po and good morning to each and everyone. Thank you po again, Sir Randy. Yeah, really miss this session. 2 or 3 gather in your name, God will be in our midst. Magandang umaga.
Thank you so much, Tita Dere. Big hand, everyone. Thank you so much for your deep reflections and Hannah's testimony. Yes, we need a service for peace, and we need to balance internal and external to connect other people. Yes, I do. Thank you so much, Sir Randy. And now, may I request our elder to give our reflections and testimony from our topic. Sir Alan, thank you so much. Welcome po.
Again, good morning. I hope you can hear me. Okay.
Yes po.
Yesterday, there was a send-off ceremony of the wife of my spiritual son. And we were thinking more about what life is and how to use life while here on earth. Maraming pagkukulang, maraming pagkakamali. And if we talk about living for the sake of others, one thing was, how can one serve for others if he or she is sick? There are many limitations also. Even in education, you go to the school, good if re-education is exercised. But if you go also to private schools, you have to pay for the education. But before, education is not free, particularly in state universities. So you receive education, but you have to pay something. You are hungry, you want to eat, but you have to pay for the food. There are many things that we need in our life. But one thing we can take a look is respect, love, honesty, services, yeah. we don't need to pay for it. But serving for the sake of others is also conditional because it depends on the person. If he is a generous person, kind person, or we say faithful person. So we have to train also, transform ourselves on how we can truly serve others. I was wondering also why there is communism and democracy, why there is a fight. It's only a macrocosm, but yeah, Russia and Ukraine, China and Taiwan, ASEAN nations versus Philippines, China and Philippines, and all others. But if we bow down to serving for others, this is one thing that if we look back, it goes back to the first family. When Adam and Eve failed to unite, centering with God, it went to their children, Cain and Abel. And when we say Cain killed Abel, there could be reasons. Maybe Abel would not serve for others, or Cain have a pride or hatred. So if we are to live for the sake of others and we have to start in our family, we could also think that in our mind and body, there should always be serving for others. Our hand and our foot would serve others. Once we step with our right foot, what will go together from your hands? The left or the right? There is a chemistry on this. If we live for others, then we may be thinking, well, what will you receive also? That could be a kind of mutual relationship. But this is also true that serving for others is limited in this status that economically we don't have or we have less. And if you want to give services, you have also limitations because of your physical status. So if we will consider all these things, we could not also achieve fully what is the goal of living for the sake of others. Peace as well. If husband and wife always quarrel, miscommunicate, and could not also help each other, then there would be no love, no respect. Mag-aaway pa yan. So going back to the family is also a big thing, or maybe a bottom line in serving for the sake of others. Sometimes pagdating ng isang papa or mama or anak, titingnan yung kaldero, walang ulam, walang makain, dadabog na yan. Maghahanap ng mga damit, uniform, walang makita, nagdadabog. Bakit hindi niya makita yung damit niya? Ba't wala siyang makitang pagkain? No one is serving unless kung talagang walang maluto. So within the family, there are many things that we can also take a look. How to serve others. Maglinis ng kwarto ng iba, ng sala ng iba, maghugas ng pinggan ng pinagkainan ng isa. These are basic things. Basic things that we can also improve towards a higher dimension. Pero even though these are basic things within our family, medyo may kahirapan din. So if you are to take a look on the culture and the traditions, and maybe also the personality of a person, the culture of the two races bound together by the blessing, these have many obstacles. Last week, I was asked to look for matching partners of some brothers and sisters from particularly from Philippines. Others were looking for international marriage. And I tried to advise them it's better to match your son or your daughter to or of same races, because there are many obstacles if you are to bring your children to other countries. Anyway, Adam and Eve were not really much that they are meant to be to each other. Cain may have been matched to his wife. We don't know if who is this person. It could be same daughter of his parents. So they are of same races. But I was wondering why parents are looking for partners of their children from outside the nation. I was thinking, maybe they're thinking that from this country there are good financial status or foundation. Maybe in that country they will be nearing themselves to God, to true parents. They are easy to fly to Korea or whatsoever. One is a match from an African child or a son or daughter, but they don't agree because of the colors, maybe, because of the culture, maybe. But that's one thing. That's one thing I experienced yesterday or last week. So it also, the bottom line also is from the parents. They could not educate their children on how to really give and serve for others. Mahirap din. If the children are also looking outside the church, they could see that there are some other friendly people outside, and this attracts them to be with other persons outside from the church. And we can also take a look on that from our centers, from our church, or within our church. We say that we are one family, but there are many members who are struggling because of taking a look on we are one family, but they can see some boundaries that the members are not welcome to another center. Reason is their membership is affiliated to another center, another province, another. And because of that, church member got hurt. And instead of going to be with the church, they went out and become inactive. These are many angles in our church also, not only in our physical family, not only with our children, with other peoples, with other countries, but taking a look internally in our church. These are also obstacles. We want to educate people. A person wants to be educated. But if he joins seminar, listen to the seminar, there are fees and something more that they have to pay. The truth is seemingly not free. It's not serving for others. So this is one thing I was thinking. Why before we have series of lectures, but we are not asked to pay for it? Now there is seminar and it is a mass gathering. You are not teaching only one-on-one, but one to many. But you are required to also pay for these lectures and seminars. Good if it is free like what we are doing this time. But for other persons, those who are our friends that we want to bring into our church, this also become a question. I was also wondering, maybe online is much better than face-to-face lecture within a center lecture or education. Because in online, we don't have to, you can just knock on your friends, invite them to listen onto your lectures free. And you don't have to serve for snacks or whatsoever. Just need to give lecture to them, make it free, serving for others, loving each other, giving peace for others. So there are many ways on how to live, really live for the sake of others, serving for others. And we also have to be wise on how to really live and give peacefully with our generosity, with our kindness. So maybe we can go back to ourselves. If our mind is also really giving much better to our body, and if our body is also responding properly to our mind, ito tinatamaan din ako. Maybe that's one reason why I got sick. Kahapon I tried to go downstairs, pero mura kog hubog nga, mura kog mubarag-barag yapon ba. I can't easily balance myself. But still, I have these episodes. And I was thinking, why my mind cannot control my body? Why there is no proper give and take within my mind and body between? Why there is irregular heartbeat? Why there is palpitation? why there is epilepsy, why there is seizure, why stress. You can try to analyze on it. I could say there may be obstacles, there are limitations, but why limitations? I don't know. Buti pa yung magkasugat ka. You can easily say, ayan, sige pa, taruan ng laro, kaya napilay ka tuloy. But if it is internal, bakit may kisiw? Bakit may epilepsy? Hereditary daw. Wala ka namang kasalanan. Bakit magkakaroon ka ng ganun? Irregular heartbeat. When I talk with our Japanese leader, and I tried to say, maybe there's a reason on how I love person or how I was loved by others. Na nagkaroon ng irregular heartbeat. And the Japanese leader said, yes, I tried to analyze more. Maybe I was so strict in dealing with my members before, in dealing with my students before, in my family, even right now. Kaya ganun. So, even though I'm alone, I tried to dissect for more. What are my limitations or what are my obstacles in dealing with within my family, within our community, and even within our church. Many things to ponder on. These are my reflections. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sir Alan, Bihan, everyone. Thank you so much for your honest and deep reflection and testimony from our topic. Yes, that's true. As a member of Family Federations for World Peace, many limitations. Yeah, that's why as like a member, we do living for the sake of others, but we have a limit, many limit. And thank you for that. And thank you so much again, Sir Randy, for sharing that inspirations. And I share also a little. And for me, also, these core values. Also, I apply myself living for the sake of others. We start do fundraising, and like we receive a lot uh, crucifixion. What's that? Crucify, and judgment. But because I know my responsibility and I know my missions, that's why we need to love those people to judgment to because we don't other people we don't know our responsibility. And also we shared living for the sake of others also to my especially to my family, and through service that we apply with true love. That's why I really experience through service we build peace and unity and harmony, centering God and true parents. Thank you so much for that. And I really overcome to all trials and difficulties and many limitations, but through our educations and from our BFD, especially this Zoom um, meeting, I got inspirations, and I really apply daily life of faith, especially other people, and also especially also through this service and living for the sake of others to bring peace and to bring other people our movement. I bring my spiritual children. That's why I magnet them to to restore and to know about God and true parents. That's why I see my spiritual children is very successful, and thank you for that. They're very sacrificing also and living for the sake of others. And now we build not a perfect, but I see they build ideal family. But they have also many limitations, and I really also living for the sake of others with a heart, with a true love is easy to say, but difficult to really do. But we understand our responsibility, we need to apply, and I really practicing, and until I experience like almost I lost my faith, but because of my belief and trust to my good ancestors, maybe my good ancestor raised me again, and heavenly parents and true parents. That's why sabi ko nga nung birthday ko, sabi ko kahit kailan hindi niya ako iniwan kasi nakayanan ko at nalampasan ang lahat-lahat. Kaya maraming salamat. That's true na as a member of Family Federations for World Peace, it's not only internal power, but we need to need to balance internal and externals to magnet other people to restore them. Kasi kung wala po tayong imbalance or financial support, hindi rin natin masusuportahan yung mga needs ng ating nire-restore. Kaya need din na mag-hard work both, kasi yun din ang din sa atin ni true parents, na we need to balance. O kaya wala talaga ang attitude ko ng for me is not hindi po ako basta-basta naghuhusga, kasi nilalagay ko talaga yung position ko sa sitwasyon na yun. Kaya honesty, yung ano natin, topic natin ngayong umaga na to, na very talaga ako na-inspired kasi yesterday also I sent off my second cousin, and I heard the message, and because Catholic po. Kaya nung I shared, and sabi ng priest, sabi niya, nung buhay tayo, we need to service others, o nung buhay pa yung tao, kailangan mahalin, kailangan i-serve natin siya kung ano yung kung hiningi niya, ibigay natin. Tapos wag natin siya husgahan. Tapos nung namatay siya, ay tayo mag-iyak-iyak at tayo matulala at tayo hindi makakain. Kaya habang buhay tayo, kailangan tayo magmahalan, kailangan tayong magbigayan. Kasi pag namatay tayo, anhin mo pa yung ibibigay mo ng pagkain, anhin mo pa yung ibibigay mo na donation kung wala na yung taong humihingi. Kaya parang useless. Kaya habang buhay tayo, i-forgive, nung mahalin, wag husgahan, at magbigayan. At lagi, talagang nakakuha ako ng din yun, kasi meron din akong condition na Hondoki condition. Kaya kailangan manalangin, kasi ang buhay natin sa mundo ay babalang. Kaya dapat tayo'y magmamahalan, at kung mamatay, wag tayong iiyak-iyak kasi parang plastikan lang. Kaya that's true, no? Kaya habang buhay tayo, habang maibibigay, ibibigay. Habang may pagmamahal, magmahalan. Kaya hindi dapat tayo magusga, kasi hindi tayo, ang ating mahal na Panginoon, ang ating si Father, ay hindi siya nagusga, kundi i-comfort tayo at inintindi tayo. Kaya tayo yung mga tao nandito sa mundong ibabaw ay kakayanin natin na magmamahalan at magbibigayan, no? Kasi life is short. Kaya thank you so much, and for that, Big hand, everyone. Sir Alan and Tita Tere and the YouTube family. And now, final message. May I request our powerful lecturer, Sir Randy. Welcome po. Thank you so much.
Hello po, good morning to everybody. And first of all, I would like to say thank you for the things to ponder, Sir Alan. Actually, there's so many things that we have to think of when we talk about serving and experiencing peace, and also how we could actualize it. Pero ang pinaka nun is, pinaka bottom line is, when will we start to do it? When will we start to make transformation, and how could we pass it to the next generation? Kasi pwede natin madali lang yung sa sarili ko. Pero letting others experience, letting others feel it and then value it, si Father nga, di ba? Ang tagal-tagal na bago nagkaroon ng opportunity for other people to learn and believe with true parents. And most especially even God. So yeah, it's really we have to when could we start and when could we do these things? Kaya nga ang last time kasi biglang I'm very grateful to South Cotabato, no. Binigla nila ako na pinapunta doon for a biglaang education na tinatanong pa ako ano bang gagawin natin. And also during that time nung nandun lang ako, doon ko lang ginawa din yung kung ano ipe-present. And I was nung nakita ko yung audience, kasi merong audience na yung priest ng Aglipay and the same time yung dating DSWD head ng Tampakan. Nung nandoon, tapos sabi nung DSWD head, sabi niya, actually dapat itong presentation na to, it should be given para sa magkaroon ng change, magkaroon ng new beginning. Okay. So ibig sabihin, kung titignan natin, the beginning point of everything is our awareness of what we should do and how we should do it. And that is what our true parents gave to us. How we will do a living for the sake of others lifestyle and how we could experience it. Na pag lahat ng tao would have that awareness and we could really let them feel how important it is to practice as a center of our existence, not only theologically but even naturally. Nagkakaroon ng better understanding of and nagkakaroon ng better meaning yung sinasabi nating bakit kailangan kong magbigay, bakit kailangan kong mabuhay para sa ganito. So that is a big challenge to us now, because true parents have already left everything that we needed. The question is how much we wanted to impart to others, and how much we raise others to not only to listen, to understand it, but how we could drive them na they should also do it, they should also practice it. Parang even sa atin mismo, di ba? Alam natin, napakaganda ng principle, but even within us husband and wife, minsan ang hirap mabuhay ng tinatawag na principle-centered lifestyle. Kasi ando doon pa rin nga yung mga namana natin in the past. Yung mga nakasanayan natin na ang hirap tanggalin kasi mas nananaig pa rin yung mga nakasanayan natin. Even sa mga alam nga natin ang principle na we have to give. Even for husband and wife, we have to serve our husband, we have to serve our wife. But it's not easy, di ba? There is still a lot of struggle within us na lalong-lalo pagka nandoon na yung nakikita natin yung differences ng bawat isa. Nandoon na yung hindi natin nararamdaman yung gusto nating maramdaman sa isa't isa. And these are all the frictions that is blocking us, that will stop us to say that the principle is true. The principle is a principle. Na it can lead us towards totoo bang principle. So there are so many things that we have to consider. But the most important is, when would we start to let people be aware of all of these things? And how we could really drive them, and how we could really help them. Kaya nga natuwa ako nung sabi nung dating DSWD head ng Tampakan, sabi niya, "Sir, is it okay po ba if we will organize a training for them to start their awareness of this?" Sabi ko, hindi lang is it okay? Okay na okay po, ma'am. And then nung sabi ni Sir Jan na, yes, we have to do this. We have to share, and we have to train more educators. Kasi we cannot do it alone, right? We cannot do it by ourselves. So we needed to raise more people. We have to raise more educators. And ngayon, people are now asking, can you train us? Can you guide us? Can you help us? Kaya nga, we are preparing for that doon. And I hope that Ma'am Tere can join us, kasi they are planning to schedule on April 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. During the Holy Week, they are planning to set up the schedule, kaya they requested if I can file a leave sa office. Hopefully ma-approve, kasi holiday leaves namin sa office pinag-agawan. Pero kinausap ko naman yung supervisor ko, sabi niya, I know naman how important yung mga schedules mo. Kaya sabi niya, we can find a way to do it. So, yeah. Ang isang pinaka-challenge natin yan is, ando doon na lahat ng kailangan natin. But the problem is, we are not yet more than enough to be the educator that will guide people. Kaya sabi nga ng Aglipay priest na nag-join during that time na nandun ako sa Tampakan is, sabi niya, yeah, there are so many things that we have to learn. But the problem is, only few can give. Only few people are the one doing it and giving it to others. And isa rin yung sinasabi ni Sir Alan kanina na one of the limitation is yung financial. Yeah. Yan din yung isa sa mga limitation, kasi when we travel, we needed gasoline. When we go somewhere, we needed gasoline. Okay. Kaya nga, there is no free. Okay. Even before, diba, sa mga seminars natin, even though sabi natin na walang bayad pagdating ng seminars, but there are brothers and sisters who are doing fundraising for it. There are brothers and sisters who are working to find resources to help that things to be para mangyari yung mga bagay na yun. Okay. Pero kung titingnan natin, if we will work together, if we will have a concern towards each other, and we have that kind of urge na, yeah, we will combine together our effort with our different expertise, diba? Things can be resolved. Things can be addressed accordingly. Isa sa mga experience ko is when we have the seminar in Mantikau. Actually, yung pamasahe pa lang ng mga lecturers from Manila going to Mantikau is already ang laki na. Umabot ng, I think it's almost 27 or yeah, mga 27,000 yung pamasahe pa lang ng mga staff from Manila going to Mantikau. So it's not enough. Even yung food for the seminar na raised during that time is not enough to cater. Okay. Pero what had happened is, why we were able to successfully conduct the seminar it's because of people who wanted to share their heart. Okay. May nag-donate ng 50 pieces na nyog. Okay. 50 pieces na nyog para sa ginataang langka. Tapos problema namin, bibili pa ng langka. Sabi, wag niyo problemahin, may nag-donate din ng langka. Pagdating pa doon sa training center, hindi na namin na-chop na yung langka. Tapos na-challenge ako kasi sabi nila, marami daw pa ko. Sabi ko, I wanted to harvest. Kaya even late at night, nag-harvest kami ng pako na nag-enjoy yung mga teachers. Na we don't need to buy all of those things, but it's because of people who wanted to share, wanted to help. Diba? We were able to successfully. Kaya kung titingnan natin, lahat naman ng resources na kailangan natin is already there. The only thing is how we could knock the heart of the brothers and sisters to feel and understand. Okay. Kaya in order for us, sabi nga ni Father, diba? In order for us to become successful is we should collaborate together, work together, hand in hand, feel that we are all brothers and sisters. Kaya nung one time nga nung nandun nga kami sa Mindanao, sa Osamis, Miss Ok, no? Miss Ok ang Cagayan de Oro. Even nag-visit lang kami sa mga brothers and sisters doon, mga members. Hindi pa yung mga talagang old members na yung mga talagang nakapag-mission na matagal. But these are yung mga blessed families na nag-join lang ng blessing, PMC blessing. Nag-join sila and then nung binisitahan namin sila, tapos kami kumain together with them and then enjoy sharing together, laughter, sharing yung mga mga plans, bakit kayo nandito, ganun. Tapos nalaman nila may seminar. Pag-uwi, kuya, ito yung dadalhin nyo para sa seminar. Di ba? Yung mga ganun na even just sharing ourselves, opening the way for them to feel that we are all family, we are one family. Okay. Kaya naniniwala ko din sinasabi na once you will share God's heart and then open the heart of the people, hindi naman talaga madamot ang tao eh. Di ba? We can have that, we can have that kind of life na we can give as long as we have. As long as yung kailangan natin is we will be in the right group of people. So what I'm saying is, pag sinabi natin practicing service and then doing the service, it all boils down with our thinking of how much we wanted to feel that this is my brother, this is my sister. Yeah. Now, once we will do something, even though we are doing it because we just wanted to feel that I miss this brother, this sister. Yeah. Actually, naiyak nga ako nung nasa Jensan ako kasi sabi ni Nanay Lira, Kuya, I cannot come kasi may sakit ako. Okay? Nung sinabi ko na, Nay, nasaan ka ba? Kasi na-miss ko na rin yung time na inalagaan mo ako nung nandyan ako. Okay? And then nung pinuntahan namin, kasi sabi ni Kuya Celso, babitin na yung oras mo kasi you have to travel pa going to Davao kasi wala na may book na flight from Jensan to Manila, kaya I needed to fly from Davao to Manila. And then magta-travel pa ako from Jensan to Davao. Sabi ko, I needed to see Nanay Lira. And then nung pagdating ko doon, parang naiyak si Nanay na, si Kuya Randy na dito pala. Na yung parang sinasabi ni Father na we miss each other because we are one family. So how much we can feel that kind of heart, that kind of feeling towards each other. Na hindi lang yung mataong kakilala natin, but every people that we can see into our community. and how much we can really share and let them feel that God is alive, living together with us. So that is the starting point. Okay, understanding what is really meaning of service. And what does service? Pag sinabi nating service, is it limited to giving or letting people experience that we can be together, that we are together? We are living in the same boat. So all of these things, if we'll just keep it into ourselves, okay, it will take a long period of time. But if we could raise more people who can say and can attract and can influence others to experience and be aware of these things, the true parents had left us. Kaya nga, na ngayon ko lang naintindihan bakit yung nung nag-attend ako sa Chungpyong ng first 40 days workshop ko, nung tinanong ko si Mr. Moon nun na ipa-interpret yung dream ko na for 3 consecutive night na nananaginip ako na nagle-lecture doon sa Chungpyong. Tapos doon sa final day doon sa third day ng dream ko is ando doon si Father na kasama sa audience, tapos tuwang-tuwa. Ayan. Nagle-lecture ako doon sa Heavenly Palace, doon sa gitna. Tapos nandoon si True Parents, sina True Parents na nakikinig. Tapos tuwang-tuwa sila. Tapos sabi niya, nung pinatanong ko kay Mr. Mon, kay Demonim, ano yung ibig sabihin nun, is sabi niya, your mission is to really let people aware the True Parents already here in the principle. Kaya nga, parang sabi ko, pag hindi ko magawa to, it's really a big na napakalaking paging irresponsible kong anak kay True Parents. Kaya since nung time na binigyan ako ng mission to become part of the BFD, I really devote na eto na yung opportunity for me to share and let people feel and understand. Not only blessing candidate but lahat naman is needed to go through the blessing. Whether HTM yan, whether individual, personal, for individual matching, or for HTM, they needed to be aware. What is really the plan of God and True Parents? And from that, we should raise them not only to become makareceive lang ng blessing, but to really become the owners. Kaya, yeah, it's really important na how much we can raise more people. How much we can let people become the owner of the vision of our True Parents. Kaya nga, di ba? Whose vision is 2027? Okay. That question is, that is the vision of humankind, because everybody wanted to feel that we would be in the kingdom of heaven. We could live in peaceful environment, and we have to pass that peace to our next generation. So yeah, it's really quite, it's a big challenge to us. How much we can multiply ourselves, how much we can raise more people to become that person who is willing to face other people to say that God is already here, True Parents already here. So let's be awakened and let's live together, brothers and sisters. So yeah, lagi naman nating sinasabi, nag-uumpisa lagi tayo. We are always starting. But maybe hindi pa panahon para sa lahat ng gusto natin mangyari. Because sabi nga natin, there is a time for everything. But the most important is how much we lay the foundation. How much we strongly lay the foundation para sa ganon, yung vision ni God, yung vision ni True Parents, it would be established. It might not be within our time, but at least we have prepared the best timing that our next generation will inherit, the best time that God had prepared for us. Yeah. So, yeah, let's just work together. Sabi nga ni Ma'am Tere kanina, let's just do our best. Okay? Because our best now will not be the best in the coming days. Okay? Because there will be, kung meron pa, ano bang good, better, and best, yun ang pinaka no? Yun yung pinakamataas na pwede nating sabihin, the best. But this is the thing that we can do now. We can prepare and we have to lay the foundation that our next generation can inherit and can have. Kaya nga importante rin talaga yung even yung sinasabi ni Kuya Alan kanina, saan ba nagsimula? Starting with the first family. Kung maganda yung example ng first family, kung maganda yung example ng first generation family, second generation family will make it better. Yeah. So ganun lang naman yun eh. Nababawasan yung mga hindi maganda kasi little by little natatanggal. As generation goes and generation comes, a new way of practicing a lifestyle yung lifestyle natin na nakasanayan, unti-unting matatanggal yan. But it depends on how much we lay the foundation for us to do it properly in accordance to the way the principle influence us to live a lifestyle that is in accordance towards practicing yung tinatawag nating essence of our being. So, yeah, there's so many things. Kaya nga, gustong-gusto ko lagi yung, hindi naman ako kay Andres Bonifacio, pero gustong-gusto ko yung lagi sinasabi niya, kung hindi tayo, sino? Kung hindi ngayon, kailan? Okay. So I hope po na with this, we could make more, we could raise more, and we could let more people be aware that God's life, yung binigay sa atin ni God in the very beginning, that is the essence of our being. Because our life is nagsimula tayo sa pagmamahal, nabuo tayo sa pagmamahal, and then ang buhay natin is punong-puno rin ng pagmamahal. Pero hindi yung simpleng pagmamahal, but yung sinasabi nga na true love. Magandang umaga po.
Thank you so much, Sir Randy. Big hand, everyone. Wow, 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 wow. Only say wow, wow, wow. Super wow, wow. Thank you so much, Dada. Hope, brothers and sisters, here in the Zoom and YouTube brothers and sisters, family, we got amazing inspiration na magagamit natin sa life of faith natin. And start again tomorrow, Monday. Kaya ang Zoom meeting talaga very, very important. No? Makakuha tayo ng power. Na ma-energy na naman tayo. Kaya thank you so much again, Sir Andy, big hand, everyone. And very big wow. And now, Tita Tere, you have a news and announcement. Thank you so much.
Parang ayaw ko pa munang mag-news and announcement eh.
Okay.
I've been listening to Sir Randy. I'm so inspired sa mga natin ngayon. Sadali na. Okay. Hindi ko lang ma-open itong ko. Okay, not permission to request. Anyway, yeah, it's really very important ang mga ginagawa natin ngayon. Kahit na yung kaya natin lang, pero minsan nga nare-reminded ako how we could also value our good health is every day. Na marami pa tayong magagawin, kaya dapat tayo mabuhay pa tayo longer at saka maging healthy so that we could truly lay more good foundation for the future. Kaya ito po yung ito yung ano, tagal natin na ano, sabi ko nga hindi tayo nawawala ng or hindi tayo na didismaya kung kunti lang din ang kasama natin na with this kumbaga parang commitment natin. Kasi we know may kabuluhan ang mga at may patutunguhan ng lahat na ating ginagawa ito. Kasi kung isipin natin na yun nga yung sa family ministry na ano, na new workout ngayon, lumalabas na ngayon yung gaano ka halaga ang taking care for each other through revisiting the life, our life of faith, our commitment to what we have started that our true parents wanted us to have. Kaya marami na ngayon, sabi ko nga, marami na ngayon mga blessed families din na naghihingalo ang buhay, not only in the material things or external things, but more of it is spiritual. Na ito ngayon ay yung naapektuhan na ngayon ang mga second generations. It's because yung sabi nga sa kung anong nangyari sa first family nga ni Doc Alan kanina, it could really affect our children kung ano yung foundation na gilay natin at saka anong klaseng attitude na towards the providence and towards the principle. At saka ang substantialization ng principle, it's not by force, it's a voluntary o kaya it is what we call is ma-automatize na yan siya kapag nasa system natin. Yung hindi na, wala nang sasabi, wala nang ano, kundi magiging part of our system talaga yung ano, and then principle actually is a lifestyle. The divine principle is the way of living natin na hindi lang yung nile-lecture na parang uusapan, kundi it is really already a system of our life dapat na. Kaya I was so inspired with this na nakikita natin. But if only people could value it, ang ganda kapag we can share more, we can open up more, and we can touch also the lives of others. Kaso nga lang ang hindrance nito is ang sacrifice We cannot dare to sacrifice getting up early in the morning just for this. You know, minsan marami talagang magkatatanong at saka bakit daw 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock. Even nga si Father, di ba sa life ni Father noon, early morning talaga siya mag-pray. So, very clear naman na ano. Kaya for this, not what we are doing, actually, we are not the only one, or we are not giving life only to people, but we are giving life to ourselves. Ako mismo nabubuhayan sa lahat ng ano. Kaya nga kahapon na naman, sabi ko kahit hindi mag-oo si Sir Randy, bahala ka sa Randy kung hindi ka mag-lecture. I-post ko lang yung link. Kaya sabi ko pag makalimutan ko yung link kay si Doc Alan, iba naman, Alan Sumingit man pala ang nakapag-sendan ko, Doc Alan. Yung link, kaya pala walang link si Doc Alan na ano. So, kanina, and also I really appreciate also Doc Alan kasi sabi niya, meron ba tayong ano ngayon? Tinignan ko yung text niya. Yan pala, iba pala ako nag-send sa doon si Alan, kada Alan Sumingit pala yun. So, ang ganda talaga sana kung everybody could have this kind of session every now and then, get involved. Kasi sa kabisihan natin sa buhay natin, sa tinood lang, no? Isang araw is not enough for us. Kung tutuusin ang dami-daming gagawin, na, no? We could not even afford to get rest, take a rest. Pero dapat we need also to gain as we give, we need also to gain more strength and gain more education. And then through this way of doing the meeting twice a month, hindi tayo manghinayang na ano, kundi sabi na ni Dr. Randy kanina, we need to really miss each other. Maging part na ng buhay na natin ito. Sister Amy. Si Sister Amy, very repentful siya kapag hindi siya maka-join. Sabi niya, last time hindi naka-join. So, ang feeling niya parang nawalan siya ng ginto eh. Sorry siya ng sorry. It's because wala siyang internet. But that's the point we're in. Kaya let's just try to do our best na pa rin. So thank you sa buhay ni Sir Randy also na siya yung napitik ng Heavenly Father talaga na i-commit niya yung sarili niya, giving life to people. Actually, giving lecture is somewhat giving your life eh. Parang kung you are not prepared, you are exhausted. Parang hinuhugot yung lakas mo naman eh. Mas mahirap pa ngayon yung hinuhugot ang lakas mo sa spiritually. Kaya nga we need to dapat strong pa rin ang strong pa rin yung physical body as well as our spirit when we give lecture so that we can also give life. Kasi giving birth, kumbaga giving life to people ang ginagawa natin. Kaya yung experience ko ngayon na oftentimes I also invited in the external world or sa na maging mag-resource speaker. I can really see how yung parang nauhaw yung mga tao, mga estudyante as well, lalo mga young people ngayon, they are now derailed in their path. Kaya ito yung palagi ko, nag-aasa ko ng pwede ko i-lecture sa Randy. Then, at least makita mo talaga yung this is our path, this is our mission to give life to people. Even also the people who are with us in our workplace. Makita mo talaga yung longingness na ang babaw ang kanilang buhay, ang kaligayahan nila, okay? Ang babaw ang kanilang pagkaintindi ko ano dapat ang magawa sa isang araw. Parang ganun. So, it's our responsibility to always show example, though we are limited in many ways. Pero pilitin natin ang sarili natin na nandyan na ang lahat eh. Sabi nga na Sir Randy, nandyan na ang lahat sa tinood lang. Nandyan na ang lahat. Pero it's just a matter of utilizing what is there. And parang i-propagate lang natin, i-enrich lang natin. And then let people also unveil it na makita nila talaga na may big hope for the kingdom of heaven. May big hope that we could be perfected in heart and character. Kaya very, very important yun siya. Totoo yun na kapag once na tinouch mo ang heart ng isang tao, any moment lalabas naman lahat ang mga blessings na and they can even dare to sacrifice kahit walang matira sa kanila. Kasi nakikita nila yung value of giving, value of sacrificing. Kaya sabihin natin na hindi tayo dapat mag-worry sa mga material things, pero makita mo talaga rin na ang blessing comes when we invest more. When we invest more. Kaya let's give love more to people, lalo sa ating mga kapatid na medyo tumatagilid na rin ang buhay ng spiritual life. Tayo yung tayo magiging agent o tayo yung magiging tulay para sa kanila. Kung sino ang gagawa, kung hindi tayo, sino? Yun nga sabi ni Sir Randy, sino pala? Kaya let's try to keep going on and moving forward. And I salute also Doc Alan. Doc Alan, halos yung ang alam ko yung health niya tsaka yung strength niya ngayon parang exhaust na rin eh. Pero I can really appreciate how dedicated these great people are even at the very start. Kaya how many Doc Alan will be coming out still? Naka every ounce of his effort or lakas niya, ibinibigay niya. Which other people could not recognize. But the greatest thing is God can recognize our efforts. God can recognize what we are doing. Kasi at the end, hindi naman ang tao ang binibigyan mo ng ng kumbaga hindi yung tao ang binibigyan natin ng pansin na sila ang mag-appreciate sa ginagawa natin. It's only God. God knows our heart. God knows what we are doing is for greater good of everyone. Kaya I do hope na everybody could keep going on and let's just keep sharing sharing not only our words, kundi sharing more our time as we go along with this kind of lifestyle that we have. And even this time now, wow, dumadami na rin yung grupo ng yung student empowered wives, together with Tita Teresa. Yun din ang one way of reaching out also the lives of women who is having that a vital role inside the family itself. And it's good enough we have also a group of women leaders now in the Philippines. Yung mga nasa key persons tayo po sa national leaders. Mga natin. So they're getting involved with this one session, Sulami session din sina Shirley, sina Mrs. Kayo. So we can really see how important that being together. Kasi kung isa lang, kung si Sir Randy lang ang nandyan, nagle-lecture, na walang support din from others, then parang ang lang siya, very, very pa rin. Ang strength is still weak. But if we can support each other and let this stand for the sake of educating more people, influencing more people. And sure, by sharing this, even in YouTube, kung kunti man ang nakikinig ngayon, okay, kunti man ang naka-tune in ngayon, pag naka-YouTube na yan siya, marami pa rin magbibisit sa ating mga discussions. I do believe that they themselves also will be encouraged to see also that how important meeting together and sharing together so that we could truly be connected sa pinaka-mainstream natin na as far as sa Mission 2027. Kasi we are not yet perfect actually. Ang dami pa natin dapat ayusin sa buhay natin. Pero habang inaayos natin ang buhay natin, dito tayo nakakagain ng strength. Dito rin tayo nakaka-learn how to really go to the way of perfection. Kasi kung mag-stop na tayo na mag-share, mag-work together, then ang development is mas slow lang kung mag-isa tayo to go on and survive. But if we help together, then we work together, we share each other, then we believe na we learn from each other's life. And then nakaka-ignite tayo ng power at saka strength sa bawat isa sa atin. We do hope that this commitment that we have, this will not be in vain, kundi ito magiging history. We are making history, a good history for our lives na at the end of our siguro yung strength natin, marirecognize naman ni Heavenly Father ito. At saka magkakaroon tayo ng mga istorya. Yung kayo nga, minsan na kay Songphil, alam mo mama, kilala ka. Alam mo mama, very proud sa iyo, ganito. Parang ano ko ba sa mga anak ko na, saya, that's the reason why you don't dare, you cannot afford to, yung parang magiging pasaway, sabi ko sa kanila, kasi kilala na yung commitment ng parents ninyo in the past, even, mga tao na ang nagte-testify. We are not the one telling to you, sabi ko sa mga anak ko, lalo kay Songphil ngayon na sa excuse, sabi ko sa kanya na hindi na kami ang magte-testify kung who we are and what we have done. You yourself, maririnig nyo sa ibang tao. And then, mas masarap pakinggan yun. Mas masarap na malaman yun na mismo sila, nakakarinig sila sa ibang tao ang appreciations. At saka yung nakikita nila na foundation natin. Which I myself, as I reflect, from the beginning pa lang, God already, nakikita ko talaga how God worked in my life. Kahit nung bata pa lang ako hanggang sa ngayon, hindi ako pinabayaan ni Heavenly Father. Kaya nga, yun din ang gusto kong maibigay sa aking mga anak na they themselves could also be a public-minded persons. Na hindi sila lang din focus on their own, but they need also to really understand na may iba pang sanga ng ating buhay na it needs to be balanced like that. So I'm happy. We are happy kasi we are getting our age is getting more, getting bigger. Pero makikita mo talaga yung fulfillment, the fulfillment of doing our part, our best also. Hindi tayo nang hinayang at saka parang makita mo talaga na nagbubunga ang lahat ng bagay through our children also. that they themselves, sila yung mga happiness natin na ang mga anak natin hindi sila pariwara. Hindi sila, nag-guide talaga sila sa principle. Parang gano'n natin. Yun ang pinaka-greatest natin accomplishment is when our children also could follow our path and emulate also what we have started. It's the greatest victory. More than to have a course, more than to have yung titulo sa buhay nila, kundi ang pinakatitulo nila is for them to become second generation who could also understand the heart of God and the heart of the parents. Ito yung pinang feeling ko na pinaka-victory ko sa aking buhay. Once ang mga anak ko magkaroon din sila ng ganong concern on how to really fulfill the responsibility as a second generation, and they will get blessed, they will be all be much and get blessed. Yun man ang pinaka, and then the greatest inheritance we could give to them is when we could really fulfill also what true parents wanted us to be, that is to become chombo. Kaya wala na ibang maipapaano natin, mapapa-inherit natin sa kanila, kundi ito lang yung mga bagay na hindi yung material, kundi ano siya, ito yung pinaka highest form na pwede nating maibigay sa kanila for them to become a person whom God can also rely unto. So maraming salamat. So anyway, wala mang reminder dito kasi everybody is i-remind lang naman natin yung sarili natin twice a month pa rin tayo nag-meet. Continuous pa rin po tayo. And then si Sister Ivy, magaling na ngayon siya mag-MC, mag-fasi. Batidong-batido na si Sister Ivy. Isang text mo lang siya, wala lang excuse, isa pang maunang magising sa kanina. Hindi na yata siya natulog. So maraming salamat po once again. Maraming salamat and good morning and happy Sunday po sa lahat. Again po.
Thank you so much. Begin, everyone. Thank you so much, Sir Randy, Sir Alan, and brothers and sisters in YouTube family. Happy Sunday. And now, may I request a closing prayer. Sir Randy, it's okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, please join your prayer. Our most beloved Heavenly Parents, which are true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Once again, Father, you have given us your love, your heart, and express your concern towards us, centering on the words that you have given us at this early morning. And we are so grateful that we were able to receive, and we are the first one who received your love. And Father in heaven, we're so, we may say that we have so many limitations and shortcomings, but still you are there. You are always willing to embrace us, willing to open your arms and call us as your sons and daughters. Most especially, you're always welcoming us as your filial sons and daughters. So Father in heaven, as we always think of laying the foundation for the future generation, I pray, Father, that we could influence more people to understand and feel your love in your heart, and let them be the owner and not only become a follower, but most especially the owner of your will and your desire, and most especially willing to offer and willing to give their effort, Father, to influence also others. So Father in heaven, this has been the life course of our true parents. This has been the model that our true parents have shown us, so that we could really create this world to be reclaimed by you, and little by little detaching ourselves from the influence of Satan, from the influence of those who are blocking us to freely live and enjoy living together with you and with our brothers and sisters and with the rest of creation. So Father in heaven, we're so our gratefulness is not enough, but the greatest expression we have is when we influence others to take action and to stand in behalf of you, in behalf of our brothers and sisters. So Father in heaven, uh, we are very much grateful and thankful for this early morning that we could be together, we could feel each other, and we could, even though we are far from each other, but through this technology of Zoom and through this online webinar that we have, we could really still remember that we are all brothers and sisters, and we are just living in just one community wherein we could invite you as our parent. Thank you, Father, for all of these things, and most especially for our true parents who laid the foundation for us to receive all this blessing and receive all this glory that we are enjoying right now, and would like to return back our utmost sincerity and commitment by doing our responsibility, guiding our brothers and sisters to understand and feel your presence here on earth. Thank you, Father. May you please accept all of these things as we offer and report in your name, Randy and Ria, my blessed family. Adieu.
Ju, thank you so much, Sir Randy. We can. And now, time to picture. Again, thank you so much, brothers and sisters here in the Zoom and YouTube family. Happy Sunday and God bless you all. See you. Okay, heart. Sino po ang magkuha ng picture? I think si Sir. Sir. ang okay
Sister
na.
Amy. Wala naman ako sino.
Si Sir Randy. Okay,
Okay,
heart.
heart.
Sir Alan.
Hindi ako makapag not
Yan,
hard.
Heart.
1,
Sino
2, 3. Yan. Pause lang
Thank
po
you so
sandali.
much.
Medyo mabagal po yung laptop.
Okay.
Mabilis lang.
Napagod na yung laptop.
Very hard work.
Okay, so hebaragi sinang
Marami
sunflower
sila.
pole. 1, 2, 3. Yan.
Yes. Thank you so much. Next.
Ayan.
Fighting.
Vision 2027.
Sungni.
Stable.
Ayan.
So next month, see you next month again.
See you next month.
First
Thank you.
Thank you, and good morning, Doc Alan. Good morning. Umalis na si Doc Alan.
Tira dire. Sir Ready. See you. Happy Sunday.
See you. Yeah.